What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do the super simple like RGB face mosaic effect that you just seen in the clip before this. And so without further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. So the first thing you want to do is find a clip where you can see the artist's whole face and there's really like nothing covering it, or like minimally covering it. So right here we're going to use this clip right here. Right, it doesn't have to be with a guy like with a hoodie, but like hoodie works too. A hoodie looks cool with it. So if you want, you can just like cut it for reference. We're not actually going to apply any effects to the clip itself. We're going to be using just an adjustment layer. So once you have this length sort of selected right here, you're going to want to right click like here on the side with that layer selected and hit adjustment layer and do the same thing, crop it out. And so the first thing you want to do is want to set up a mask. So you can either like come up here and click on it and hold and come down to ellipse tool, or just keep hitting Q. As you can see, it's kind of like cycle different shapes. Keep hitting your Q key until it comes onto a circle. Right, and you're going to want to draw this first mask around the face. You can rotate it, just make a shape. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. You don't have to rotobrush or anything. It just has to be around the general area. Right, and hit mask on your hit M on your keyboard, and then keyframe this mask path, and just kind of like drag it around so that it kind of fits it. Right, like that. Every few frames, just fix it up. This. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, because like as long as it covers the face, it'll look fine. But just go every few frames, fixing it up. This. And there you have it. Your mask should look kind of tracked. You can mess around with the keyframes if you want. But it should, as long as it's over the face, kind of smoothly, it should look fine. If you want, you can select all the keyframes and hit F9 to easy ease it. But I'm going to just keep it linear for now because I tracked it pretty well. And so the first effect you're going to want to add is mosaic. It's your standard mosaic effect. And start with these values the same as your composition values. So if you go to composition settings, use the same width as height as your compositions, right? Horizontal and vertical. You can tick this sharp colors box depending on how it ends up looking, but I typically just keep it regular. Keyframe these two and then go like a little bit forward and then make them each like something like 50 each or something. Right, you can make it lower like 40, you can mess around with it. Here I'm going to just use 40-50. So this kind of makes the effect like fade in kinda. If you want, you can ease these keyframes. And then you have this. Right, it's kind of going like that. Next effect you're going to want to add is deep glow. Right, this is how you're going to get both the glow and the RGB effect. You're going to want to come down to this little menu, chromatic aberration, and tick this box. And move this slider up a lot until it's like this. And I typically use red and green, but like you can use red and blue, or green and blue, whichever one you want. And now it looks like this. Right, use the same keyframe length. Right, set exposure to 0. Hit the little stopwatch, drag it to the same length as this thing. If you want, you can expand this a little bit, and then hit 1. And so now you should have this. If you want, you can let it run until the end of the clip, like here. But if you want, you can just kind of like hit U, copy all the keyframes that are here, paste them over here, and then copy these and bring them somewhere like here, so the effect fades out eventually. Alright, easy ease the deep glow keyframes. And now you have that. And the next thing you want to do is hit F on this adjustment layer, which brings you to the mask feather. And you're just going to want to turn it up until the edges are really smooth. You don't want to turn it up too high to the point where you can like still see through the face. So you can bring it down a little bit. Change these a bit more to something lower. Hit sharp colors. Alright, and just play around with the mosaic so you like how it looks. And you should end up with something like this. You can also go to the mask settings, like here, turn up mask expansion, and also turn up the feather. And you'll have like an even bigger effect, like this. Right, you can play around with this also, have it red and blue, have it green and blue. And yeah, that's an effect I used a lot in a couple of my videos. It looks really good. You can play around with a bunch of different stuff with it, make it look different. And if you did enjoy this video, do be sure to leave a like and subscribe with a comment for future tutorials that you'd like to see. And so without further ado, I'm going to end the video. And yep, thanks for watching.